I think I might have created the ultimate vlogging setup. So I'm shooting with the X-T4 over here with the 16f2.8. No crop, no digital stabilization, it's just there. And on the other hand, I got the Sony ZV-1 or ZV-1, whichever way you want to call it, in 4K with active stabilization turned on. Do you notice something? It's almost as wide as each other. This should not be the case, because we all know that with the ZV-1, the one main complaint about this almost perfect camera is the fact that it's too narrow. It's a 28mm default, and when you go into 4K mode, it goes to 30, and then you use your active stabilization, it crops down to 32. Even worse. Well, that's where this little magical item appears. This is the Ulanzi WL1 ZV-1 additional wide angle lens for cameras. Essentially what happens is it's just an adapter for the camera to make it wider. And as you can see, this is pretty good. How's the focus? Because don't forget, I have a pretty shitty pimple scar today. Now I have turned off active stabilization. I'm actually in the product showcase mode. With, without, with, without. So how this product works is quite interesting, because if you know, or if you own a Sony ZV-1 or RX camera, you will know that the camera, the lens, doesn't have a filter thread. So how it works is basically they give you this attachment, this threaded attachment that you paste on top of the lens with a 3M sticky tape. Sounds really dangerous, but I suppose, I don't know, the weight is just nice for the thing, for you to be moving around with it, no worries. But yeah, you just have to make sure that when you paste it on, you try to get it as uniform, smack in the middle as possible. And then once it's done, press it down a little bit firmly, and then once you're there, this thing pretty much just screws on top of the other. On the front, you have an wide angle adapter here. Now for that wide angle adapter to work, it needs a close-up filter behind it. So what happens now is that I got this thing that wouldn't focus because it's way too far, but I have a macro lens, a super macro lens right next to it. I can even zoom in, even crazier close-up shots. I wonder how close I can go. Something like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'll take this out for a little run around. I'm supposed to head out to a friend's place today. I'll just vlog along the way and see how it goes. Alright, so I'm walking around with the ZV-1 with the wide angle adapter right now. As you can see, with the Nebula tripod on. So much space, I don't even know if it's gonna autofocus on my face or not. Holy shit. The active stabilization on. Do you see any like distortions and stuff? It looks pretty clean actually, I feel. And now I'm on standard stabilization. How does this look? Alright, the adapter is off. How does this look? Active stabilization without the adapter. How does this look? Okay, so this is with standard stabilization. As you can see, the lines around here are starting to curve. It's pretty straight from here to here, and then it starts to curve. But I feel the good thing is, I feel that this attachment is made with the active stabilization in mind, because technically once you have that, you're already cropping out most of the parts that will curve quite badly already, right? It's relatively straight. You can't really tell the difference, to be honest. I don't know if the IBIS and the stabilization is packed according to the 28mm specification that they have. So does it mean that when I'm walking, now that I have the extra wide angle lens, is it gonna do like crazy warpy shit around the corners? I don't know. We need to test that out. How does it look? Or is it handling the autofocus? It's hard to tell because I don't have a mask on, so I don't even know if it's detecting my face properly. Let's do a very quick test. See? Face. No face. And then it loses the lock on. Looks pretty alright. I think it's also worth mentioning that this whole thing is less than half a kilo. I can hold on to this with my arms stretched out, no worries. Don't have to worry about any fatigue on my hands. This is crazy good. I think this is it. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. And probably gonna try to find a link so that I can make some money out of this. Bye.